Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody can hear me today because I had a few comments about not being very loud yesterday. So, okay. Uh, I guess that a lot of people has already heard about the comment or the statement coming from the Department of Defense via White House about giving military authority to fire upon citizens, U.S. citizens. Don't know if y'all know about that. That's been a long-standing big no-no about deployment of U.S. active duty U.S. military in the United States. Ever since the Civil War, it has been banned that no U.S. active duty military can be used in the United States. Therefore, that's a big push for the National Guard and reserves and things like this, and other paramilitary organizations sponsored by the U.S. government. Reserves and National Guard can act in a emergency situation to aid civilian, what do you call it, civilian assets. Okay. The recent thing that they passed is said that active duty U.S. military has the right to use lethal force in such and such scenarios and blah, blah, blah. You can read all the particulars you want about it and everything. But basically, it says they got the right to shoot people now in the United States. And before that, it was a big no no. They wasn't even supposed to go armed, carry any weapons inside the border of the continental United States, Alaska and Hawaii. All right. So that's a big deal that they just passed that. The reason that this is a big deal, bigger than what you might think, is we need to go back several years to 2015 and 2016 when the U.S. government military did an exercise to see if active duty U.S. military would fire or act against U.S. citizens. They performed this exercise called Jade Helm 15, 2015, Jade Helm 16, 2016. And they tested this out, I believe it was in Texas and maybe New Mexico and Arizona. And it didn't go over too good as they wanted. Another exercise they did along the same time, I think it was in 2017, I might be wrong on the date, but they went to a school in Colorado and took all the grade school kids out and took them to an auditorium without telling the parents. Somehow the this got out from a local person, and it got spread across the local news or local network of parents, PTA or whatever, Board Wise Club or whatever you want to call it. And big hell was raised about it, and it was covered up. But they all went back there and had to get permission to retrieve their children from this auditorium, this stadium. So these are exercises that they did back a few years ago to get ready to plan for what's coming down. Uh, Guys, I don't know if y'all know this. I've harped on this a few times and everything that we've got a lot of foreigners, people that's not registered, illegal, unlawful, unregistered, whatever, undocumented foreigners, immigrants here. Not only that, we have a lot of military age men, women from other countries that are not friendly to the United States that's been coming here since before Obama administration. I'm not going to go into the numbers, but there's over a million of them here, military men and women, not counting the other gangs and cetera that's already been coming across. So the reason this is coming up important, guys, again, I'm going to step back again. It came out a few years ago in 2018, I think it was, that they was ordering these people that's coming across the border without documentation or whatever, was ordering uniforms, patches, name tags, medals, and all this other stuff, even identification and everything that matched up with U.S. military, U.S. police, U.S. Forestry Service, etc., even your damn postman. All right. They got these uniforms. We already know that they're here. All right. And there's another thing. After the exercise of Jade Helm in 15 and 16, they realized that active duty U.S. military will not, for the most part, fire upon U.S. citizens. That was a big thing that they did not realize. That's what this exercise was about, to see what it was. Shortly thereafter, United States military promoted a program to start giving citizenship status to people coming across the border that signed up for X amount of years in the U.S. military. They've done this before, during World War II and Vietnam and Korean War, where they offered instant civilian status after a 4-year stint in the military. So there you go, guys, right there. Now, these people come across the border without documentation, without vetting, with who knows what name, because there's no way to confirm it, no way to confirm who they are, what they are, where they're from, just what they say. They have enlisted in the U.S. military. They have served a couple of years, and now they're in positions of authority. Sergeants, corporals, even military officers. All right? These are the people that they said can fire upon U.S. citizens. These are the people they're going to start sending out to enforce FEMA walking into your damn house and taking everything you got. We already heard about them, the FEMA or other organizations going into the North Carolina area and taking supplies, and nobody knows where they're going. So we've heard also reports of FEMA coming in and helping people, but it's very little bit more reports about FEMA taking stuff. Now we heard about yesterday, supposedly gangs of people are going around and running FEMA agents out. Well, that's a false narrative already. There's one guy standing up for his property rights, and FEMA tried to force their way into it. So now we got this. Now they're going to come out and say they're going to use U.S. military to kill us because they want our stuff. It's right there in black and white, people. The U.S. government, the Biden administration, now I'm going to go ahead and say it, even the Trump administration, the Bush administration, the Obama administration, guys, has sold us out and going to try to kill us and take everything away from us. You think all this stuff I've been hollering about for the last 7 years is a bunch of crap? I've been laying it out to you step by step what they're going to do. And right now it's in your face. Exactly what I said they's going to do. I hope y'all start waking up, start believing, start taking preparations, because soon, guys, it's going to happen to you.